Hi guys, I'm going to talk about Flex today, and what I'm going to do at the end of this, we are going to create such a this page, and we are going to use all the discretionary. So I'm going to play, do it flex in line, all of the direction of the flex, all of the container of the flex. How does it work? And the sibling, from the parents of the sibling, how does it work? Hopefully you are going to continue with me. Let us start with first go to Sublime, and from there I'm using a Sublime. Let me close this one. Let me close this one. I'm using Sublime text editor. So I'm going to open, go to the file, go to the new, and I'm going to save this one. On my screen, let me go to desktop, and I'm going to type that's flex today because I have two pages. Okay, and what I'm going to do, so on this section I'm going to create 4 div. Let me go 4 div, and actually I'm using the class, so I'm going to use it parent class, and let me have it 4 of them. And actually it's going to be, the first one is going to be as a parents of these guys. And the rest is going to be sibling. Okay, let me make sure right. Okay, I'm going to give that a parents holder, and actually I'm going to call this one one, and then it's going to be sibling 1, sibling 2, and sibling 3. So there are going to be 3 classes here. And I'm going to change those 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to style here. And what I'm going to do, I use this class as a there's a flex, and I'm going to use these 3 1 flex 1, 2, 3. Actually, what I'm going to go, I'm trying to make a box here to make sure I'll be able to follow this. So I'm going to have to flex 2, flex 3 here, and I get all 3 of them with here about 150 pixel, and a background color for all 3 of them. Background color, I give a light blue, I will give them, or lavender I give them. So all they are going to have that one. Should be colon. So again, change all of them, they have the same thing. Then I'm going to the body. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to have a class of the parents, and okay, and these 3 of them. Okay, here they are. We have it already here. Okay, I'm going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm going to save it. I'm going to go browser, see how this is going to be done. Okay, here 1, 2, 3. Let me change the color to make sure that we are going to distinguish what are the light blue, and I give them light gray. Okay, 1, 2, 3. They have the appearance here flex. I'm going to see that. Let's go with display. Okay. Here they are. They are. What is different here? As you see here, it should be more clear. We are going to have one image on each one. Much more easier to follow that. So, image, and I have to get a source of that one, and I'm going to have a paragraph here. And I'm going to have some writing here. I'm not going to have that much. I canceled. Okay. What only thing I have to do here on my desktop somewhere I am going to have some image. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have this image. Going to have image class. So I'm name it image holder, and actually I said cop. Okay, and what I'm going to do that. Okay, make 3 classes for all of them, and I have in a folder some images, so it's the best that you create a image folder, and then on image folder grab some of the picture from somewhere and put it here to be able to follow me what I'm going to do. Okay, here I have image, and I call that one JPEG. And what I'm going to do, let me make sure. Okay, I have a class of image holder. I make it on a source. The folder is image 1, 2, 3. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have these two copy and put on the second and put on third. And actually I have image 2, image 3. You make sure that was the image name that you have it. You make a class. Actually, I'm going to have a class until be able to let me save it and check it in browser. How does it look like? Oh, okay. Those are going to be the reason that all of them is going to be on one line, because this one we made it image. Here it is. I made it flex inline. If I just mention it display flex, it's going to be all of them in one row. Let me show you. Right now I'm doing that one. It is 1, 2, and the next one is going to be on the next page. Okay. What I have to do here, let me create that image class here. I'm going to go it after, yeah. Okay, first of all, what I want to do, I want to display this one as a block. And then I want to center it, so I just use margin 0 and auto, so that we on them. And actually I want still be width and height be 100 pixel. Height 100 pixel. I make it. Let me save it. View it. See how does it look like. Okay, we are here. Actually, this one probably I make that 90% instead. Width of the thing is going to be 90%. Okay. So okay, let's zoom out, but let me make that image 80% of that one screen. And let me make this one just want to make sure that all the text is going to be below image. Okay, and I want to make sure here I give the parent that actually a width to be able to the height of that. The height I give it was 600 pixel. Just to know that where are the background of color, let me give it black. Just make sure that further. And Sibling, the first one, but all of them, the U, I give it top. So they have. Okay, let me make those one smaller. Let me get the height of this other picture about. Let me give them what, 150 pixel. Let me change all of them. And, I'm changing again 150, 150, 200, and 200. Okay. Now we said let's we go next one by one, see what we want to do. Okay, here they are. The only thing I'm going to give them, I'm going to give a little margin top 40 pixel, which has some space from top to here, and we're able to follow. Okay, here we are. So that's the body. The only thing I did not do it, and I have to do it, I have to give the body margin 0 to make sure that margin 0 pixel, and I give them padding 0 too. So nothing happening. Okay. Now let's go to the C. By default, all the parents, they have flex role, means all of them, they stay in one role. Here they are. All of them, 1, 2, 3, stay on the one role. But if I want, we have two selection. But we assume that right now I give these guys, this have, it's 90%. I give this one about 90% of the screen. This right now has 100% of the screen. If right now I give here the with 90%, See what will happen. Okay, that's 90%. Now, if I put this one inline flex, watch what will happen here. So, and run it, all they come in the middle of that. So that's the difference between inline and flex. Flex, just display flex, all of them, they are going to go column wise, and there's going to be nothing behind that one. But if you want to be inline, all of the rows they are going to use. Parents, they take different direction too. As I said, if you have right now 4 of them, we can say that, okay, display flex, but we need the direction of that one. So if I give the direction, if I said flex direction, row that we tried, here it is, and watch it, here it is, comes the middle of that flex direction. Now we have the flex direction row. We are going to have column. Let's see how the column is going to work out. Okay, all of them, they are going to stay in one column. 1, 2, 3, one column. So what I have to do it, so we have, by default, they are all in one row. And again, we are able to get it row direction, but I'm going to say that right now. So we have row. One more time. All of this guy, right now, they are all of them in, just here it is. All of them, they are in one row. Just let me do certain thing that be able to follow that. Can number the paragraph to make sure that, okay, we know that where we are. Okay, and I'm going to save those one, and let's see what's coming. It says 1, 2, 3, so we know that. So that is the row. Now I'm going to do this one. The parents right now. I'm doing the column, so the children, but I'm doing the row reverse. Row reverse. See what will happen. So 3, 2, 1. So it's going to be interchanging. So that's very easy if we are, in case we want to change it. One thing before I continue that, see, I put all of them is just only one portion of the screen. If the screen right now is 90%, each one they have one portion of the 90th screen. But if I just do this one, 3, 1, 1, or 3, 1, 2, so it means that this section, sibling 1 has 3 portions, the sibling 2, 1 portion, the sibling 3, 3 portion. Let me save it. Now, should be okay. Here it is. So 2, 1, 3. Again, we are able to give them percentage. If we want the first one be 15% of the screen, and the second one 25% of the screen, so that is 40%, and the last one is 60% of the screen. See what will happen. Here it is. So last one was which right now is in reverse. If I just go to make sure that that is row, see how does it work. Right now, instead 3, I have to change it. She had 1, 2, 3. Here it is. is overlap here, so we have to give them auto. If I change them to auto, that makes sure so the height I give them auto, all of them. So and depends if you, it may increase your height of the thing by text. So if I use auto, see how that's going to be. Okay, the next one which I'm going to change from auto that to all of them to the same thing that it was before, 200 pixel. That and I save all of them again. So we have four. So first we are going to margin direction row. We have then row reverse. So it changed this 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. We have column. Column may not work for those photos, but let me change the photos probably because those are bigger. Actually, I have a smaller photo, 7, 8. Okay, here we are. So the pixel of them, they have same size, doesn't stretch by size of that. So we had row first on the parents, and then direction was row reverse. And what we have a column and column reverse. So column reverse is going to be that. Here it is. So 1, 2, 3. All of them, they are going to be on the same column, 1, 2, 3, and again, then we have to make sure that each column, they are auto depend on the size. So just by saying that one, I just want to make sure that you understand that we have column reverse, and row reverse for display. The next, which is display flex, 600 and margin top and a black. What we have flex wrap. So if I have the display as a flex and I want to wrap them or not wrap them, okay, flex wrap. If I say that flex wrap. Okay, if I want to say do no wrap to this one, see what will happen. All they are going to be stay on the same thing. But let me just say wrap it. See what will happen. So the next one is going to be stay on the second row. So those one is going to be to unless I have one more that they call wrap reverse, which that wrap reverse, what will happen? The third one, the top one that comes to the first of the row. Next one is going to be that we are going to have it flex, how the flex flow properties for setting the flex direction and flex wrap property, which together they are going to be flex container main and main axes. Let me show it. Let me delete these two line and flex flow. Okay, here we have, and let me have it row wrap. And no wrap. See, there's going to be all of them. They are going to be the direction of the x is going to be. But if I do right now the column reverse, so all of them they are in the same column, or actually column wrap, we do it. Here it is. If I do that one and I do it column, if I do it non-wrap, that's going to be different. So we have flex flow, column wrap, and the display. Then I have reverse of that one is going to be that column reverse, save, and again. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, same thing that we had it on. So this is how we are able to control the flex display. How we are going. Again, we are able to order that, which one is going to be where it's going to stay. So if I just take this one out and save everything, and the children of that one, so it's it's going to flex, but we have right now, if I just save and check it in browser, it's going to be that one. So if you have 1, 2, 3, and if I give the order that we have sibling 1, 2, 3, and if we just keep the same thing as we just write, all of them they appear. So the first one is 1, second, 2, third. But if I just want not, I can take this one, copy and bring it the first. Otherwise I can do this one. I said order that one, order from this position, go to back. So 2, 1 by itself, one on the other one, so it's going to be, should stay on the second position. Let me check in the browser what will happen. Okay, see, so from this position comes 2 times back. So we were not able, we are not we do not want to copy this and paste it on the first place. Just we order it however that we want to do it. We can order it depend on 1, 2, 3. I can order it this one. 1, save it. That is the third one. And watch your browser service will have a 1, 2, 3. It's going to be on its order. Stay. But if I just go into -1, it's go 1 again. Save. And check it in the browser. See what will happen. 1, 2, 3. So this is the ordering. If we do not want to do this for sibling, how does it work compared to the parents? Justify content. For this reason, if I want to just justify content, I have to use it. I have to use the sibling, take the image out of that one and give them pixel, about 400 pixel or shortage until I be able to do it. And the reason, simple reason is that because if you have space between all images, all the sibling, so how does it work? So this is the content. Each one they have right now, if I do, each one they have 40. Let me go to browser. Okay, if each one they have 40 width, right? And I can put it probably 100 pixels. Doesn't make any difference because we have enough. Let me just hit 100. And then what I'm going to do, take the image out And let me do that. So we want the content be all of them middle or have space. So I have few options that I have to do. First of all, I have to mention this is flex. Just I want the content justify content. I can put it center, and by default they are start from row from left to side. Okay, all of them they come. Now I can justify that one from the start. Same thing, is there actually flex start. So wherever that's going to be a start. So save again and go to browser. Here it is. Or I want to say go to the next, to the end of that. So I just put it end and save, and this is going to the right of the screen. Then you may want to have, have some space between them. Let me see that. So if you use direction of the space between, so it's going to space between. So it's going to divide the screen and see how many objects we have and how many space we have, and it's going to give it to everybody evenly. So again, okay, here it is. So between these three of them, they have this space and this space. But if you want to give it evenly between them and all of them they have same space evenly, that is only between two objects. Let's see what will happen here. Each individual they have evenly spaced between them. So those are for content. Chart is going to be, and I have we have space around them. They're going to be that. Let me do around, see, save it. And so these two, they are going same, the first and the second one, and the edges, they have same space, and these two have the same space. So we have four of them. We have from the start, flex end, and center, or space between them, or space evenly, and around that, which right now we have it. That's for the content that we have it. So each content actually we are going to have, started. Then start going back toward the start of the line, and end is going to go to the end of the line, center, and flex between is going evenly, is going evenly divide between two of the middle one. Around that, give a space around all the how many objects you have. Next, we are going to have, align item, how we are going to align the subject. Let's go for the next one. The next one actually is going to be the sibling, how they are going to stand. We can align the sibling item. So if I want to do that, I'm going to go to parents, has display flex, and then I'm going to have alignment items. Let me make this one to the end, flex to the end, see how it's going to be. So all the sibling go to the end of that, or if I go to center, flex center, so how does it go? The item goes center. It's going to stay on the center of the content or parents. Let me do this one. Here it is, stay in the center of the parents. Then if I do this one, start, this is same thing that right now I think is not going to make that much different. Flex start is going to be same way that it originally is. So it's not here, it is going to be all the way up. That is actually auto, we do the same thing, it's going to do that. So some of them really is, is good mostly for alignment, center is going to be good and the end is going to be good. So because we are going to send the sibling to the end of the parents, they are holding the our image or whatever that we have right there. Now let's just work on the alignment content. So how the content right now we have actually here it is. Let me make this one to the 4. Let me have one. If we have 4 content, how does it work? Let me create one more here, and this one I call it 4. Let me give them different color. Let's say light green, and let's go here and copy, and then go before. Let's make sure I did here. It should be 4, so it's not going to be okay. I did 4. Okay. We give them all of them 40% of the screen. So here it is. They have 40% of each one screen. Now let me come, and what I want to do, because I want the content be aligned with however that, from the start to the end and space between, same thing. Let me do that. That's a flex, and I want, first of all, I want to be flex wrap. I have a wrap around them. Okay, then align content. I want to do the center. And see, they come to center, but because wrap, if there was no wrap, it's going to be all of, but here it is, all of them, all 4 objects is going to be on the center. Then if I do it, flex a start, save it, and go to browser. All the objects run first, and the end, same thing, first and same thing that we have it. All the content compared to all the sibling compared to parents, they are going to locate, or even a space between. Let me have the space between, save, and here it is. Or if I want really have space around them to have it, space around to have it, and let's check in browser. So we have, actually we can have it as stretch too, so that's, that stretch it there. So that's for the content, alignment content incomparable to the parent's hardware. Okay, next one, we have to know that how the flex is going to grow, what I'm going to do that I have to change differently. The flexibility of the layout of the items, how it's going to be changed between width, width divided by, height. So the main, if they are on the 0 condition, or is it going to be 1, how they want to grow. Let me show you how does it work. The flexibility that we were talking about, okay, the aspect of flex layout is we are able to, if there is enough, if there is a space we want to cover, we don't want those space be empty. So what they say, if we have each element, they have specific length and is not covered, we are able to tell which sibling is going to take the rest of the space. Okay, all of them right now, they don't have anything between them. So if we just watch in browser, all of them, they are going to be. But assume that I have something between all of them and there is not enough space that is not filled. So what I can do here, I can let the, this, for example, this third sibling take the rest of this way. So I can say that flex growth, the 1 or 0, depends. See what will happen. This takes all the spaces available. Means this third one, which should be, I actually should be forward one. Here I just put one. The third, yeah, take all this space. If I just cut it and give it to the second one, see what is happening. Save all, and let's check in the browser. This is going to be, the second is going to take all the space available, and the rest 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever space they need, they have only one written statement, so they don't need that much space. So that is how we are able to use, if in case we give for each individual enough writing, but we want to make sure if there is enough space left, let the class or the first or second sibling or items use the rest of the item. So that is a flexibility called flex growth. So now you get something out of this course. As I mentioned, this is only for beginners, so if you are advanced, that's not going to be good for you. Hopefully you enjoy it, and good luck, enjoy your life.